So, you're an OEM, maybe a deemed OEM or an authorized reseller, and you're looking to succeed in India's huge public sector. Well, you're in the right place. We're going to break down the government e-marketplace, GeM, and really get into one of its biggest headaches, making sure you get paid on time.
I mean, you see the potential, right? It's this one single unified platform that connects you with literally every government department. We're talking central ministries, local bodies, the whole shebang. It's your direct line to one of the biggest buyers in the entire country.
And then reality hits. You've done your part, you delivered the goods, the inspection is done, everything's signed off, but your money is just stuck. Your cash flow is frozen. And this, right here, is the critical problem that can completely undermine that amazing opportunity.
So, here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll look at the GeM opportunity itself, then the tough reality of those payment delays. After that, we'll walk through the official recovery playbook, how we can help secure your payments, and finally, what this means for your strategic edge in the market.
Okay, let's dive right in. Why is everyone talking about GeM? What makes it such a game changer for businesses that want to work with the Indian government? First things first, you got to understand that GeM is way more than just some online tendering portal. Think of it as a complete ecosystem. It's built for transparency and efficiency, and it connects you directly with this massive network of government buyers, all under a really clear, rule-based system.
Now, if you're an original equipment manufacturer, the perks are huge and they're immediate. You get direct visibility, no more layers of intermediaries. You get to control your own brand, your product catalog, and you're competing in a marketplace where the pricing is totally transparent.
And hey, it's not just for the big guys. If you're a deemed OEM, you get to compete based on your technical skills and certifications alone. And for resellers, you get access to these major institutional orders, which lets you build a solid reputation and get repeat business, all while spending less on marketing.
So, it really all boils down to this. GeM gives you a clear path. It lets you show what you can do, which builds credibility with government buyers. And that credibility, that's what turns into a long-term, sustainable business relationship.
But, and this is a big but, this amazing opportunity has a pretty significant risk attached to it. Let's get real and talk about what happens when the money you've earned just doesn't show up.
This is the part that is so frustrating. You've done everything right. You've held up your end of the deal perfectly. The product is there, it's been accepted, it's been inspected, and yet the payment is stuck. Usually, it's because of some internal approval process, an accounting hurdle, or just plain old bureaucracy on the buyer's end.
Now, this is where you see a huge difference in how people handle this. The most common reaction? Just wait. Or send a few informal emails, or worse, escalate the wrong way and actually damage your relationship with the buyer. A professional approach, on the other hand, is totally different. It's structured, it's backed by policy, and it's designed to get you paid while keeping that crucial buyer relationship intact.
The good news is you're not just guessing in the dark. GeM actually has a very clear standard operating procedure, an SOP, for payment recovery. Knowing this official playbook and how to use it is absolutely the key to protecting your revenue.
And check this out, this is the first critical milestone. You don't have to wait around forever. The clock starts ticking the moment the buyer formally accepts your delivery. After just 10 days, that's the magic number, you have the right to trigger the official escalation process.
But before you can hit that button, you've got to have your ducks in a row. The system needs these key documents: your contract details, a copy of the invoice, and of course, proof of acceptance. The GeM Help Desk actually validates all this stuff first to make sure your claim is legitimate and compliant.
Once you're validated, the process moves through 3 really clear stages. First, GeM's own payment monitoring team gives the buyer a nudge. If that doesn't do the trick, it gets escalated to the buyer's official GeM Nodal Officer, which definitely raises the stakes. And the final step? A formal Demi-Official letter goes out to their senior management. That move seriously increases the odds of getting things resolved.
Okay, so knowing the rules of the game is one thing, but actually executing that playbook flawlessly, that's what turns knowledge into real power. Let's look at how you can turn this process into your own strategic advantage.
See, the goal here isn't to just raise tickets into a black hole and hope something happens. The right way to do this is to treat payment recovery like a strategic process, making sure every single step is handled perfectly to protect your cash flow and your relationship with the buyer. What that means is handling every single detail. We're talking about triggering the escalation at exactly the right time, making sure all your documentation is 100% compliant, managing all the communication professionally so you don't risk your reputation, and then following up relentlessly until that payment is in your bank account.
So how does all this hands-on management actually give you a real competitive advantage? Let's break down the strategic edge you can get.
You can see the connection here is really direct. Our deep experience with GeM's rules means fewer mistakes for you. An established network means we can often shorten payment times. And probably most important, our end-to-end management frees up your team from chasing money so they can focus on what they do best, winning the next big contract.
So when you boil it all down, a strategic partnership does a lot more than just get your money back. It makes you fully compliant and ready for GeM. It lets you engage with government buyers with total confidence. And it gives you a trusted local team that's 100% focused on protecting your money and your brand.
And that really brings us to the final question you need to be asking yourself as you go after this huge opportunity in India's public sector. Is your most vital asset, your cash flow, is it truly protected?
If you'd like to make sure the answer to that question is yes, we should talk. We can build a roadmap for your GeM compliance and market entry that's tailored specifically to your business goals. Thanks so much for your time.